Hey friends, it's Dimitri through Brushka Streetwear. I wanted to review the month of January in 2023. So that month was pretty great. The new year started out on a good footing, I think, for me personally. Maybe it hasn't for you guys. Maybe you had some struggles, maybe you failed on some goals, but that's okay because we still have 11 months left in the year. And if you failed at something, if you didn't quite accomplish your New Year's resolutions or habits, that's okay. Just pick yourself back up and get on it. And this year will go great, hopefully. So, several things happened this month. So, the first one is that it was my best, well, not best, second best sales month of all time, which is a great metric. And the interesting thing is that the best sales month I ever had was actually last year in January, so January 2022. And that's kind of an interesting metric. I don't know what that means exactly. Is it because it's a new year and people just want new clothes for the year? Is it because it's after Christmas and they have, extra money to spend? It's a really interesting data point that I want to dig into. It could also just be that I dropped a larger collection this time. Some collections that I dropped, there's like, maybe 3 t-shirts and a beanie or something like that, and others there's like 3 t-shirts, there's 4 hoodies, there's a hat, there's a sticker pack, so they're larger. That could also be the case, and I'm gonna have to go look at the data over the years and see if anything was significantly changed in January and see what that means exactly. But overall, that's a great thing because that means that for my sales goals for this year, I already accomplished one solid month that's in line with those goals. So that's a good thing. Another thing that I discovered this month was I discovered a few ways to save more money with shipping, which is exciting. The first thing I realized was I was like over taping boxes, and I was like, you know what? I was just taping boxes one day. I was like, you know what? There's way too much tape on this box. And that might seem like a little thing, like, oh, that's like 1 or 2 cents extra cost. But if you are shipping out like thousands of items, thousands of boxes, and you're taping stuff a lot, that adds up. All those little things add up in your business. So you want to make sure that you're methodical and that you're thinking things through. Whatever you're doing in your business, you don't want to just do things willy-nilly. Just every action you take in your business, ask yourself, why am I doing this the way I'm doing it? Is there a better way to do it? Think things through. Don't just act on impulse all the time. There are times where you do need to make quick decisions and get stuff done, but on your day-to-day operations, when you're doing stuff, think it through. Think about better ways to do it, and that'll save you money. Another thing that happened in terms of saving for shipping is that I found a better way to ship boxes or hats internationally. So what I typically use, I have one right here. This is a 7x7x7 box, and those are great for shipping hats domestically in the United States. Typically it costs around $450 to like $550, somewhere in that range to ship it, and that's pretty cheap for both me and the customer, so with shipping costs. But internationally, that is more. That's like $25 to $30 plus to ship something like that. So that's a huge cost. The shipping for that is more than the product, which is insane. And some people are not willing to shell that out. So I actually was playing around with it. I was like cutting up the box and like trying stuff out. And I was like, okay, if I get it under half a pound or under, then the price of shipping will go down all the way to $18 to around $20, which is like a huge cut. It's about $10 less. So I figured that out, and I actually I just basically took one of those boxes and I cut it down a little bit and then packaged it up because I had an international order and I already sent it out. But I basically saved $10 on shipping costs. So what I did after that was I purchased some smaller format boxes that are similar in dimensions. Like, I think what I purchased was 7x7x4 boxes, and those were great for shipping out like dad hats, that kind of stuff internationally. And I already kind of started a video about that, and I will continue it tomorrow because I'm receiving that shipment of boxes, and I will kind of go over that for you guys and make a new video about how to ship hats internationally, because it will be a cost saving thing, and I think it'll be very helpful for you guys and other people that will come across this channel. Another really cool thing that I got in the office this month was a diffuser, or not this month, but for January. We have these cool like scent diffusers. You just put water in them and like natural oils like eucalyptus or peppermint or lavender, that kind of stuff. And I was thinking one day in January, I was like, you know what? I'm always coming to this office, and well, the first thing that I don't like is that it's in the center of the city. Now, logistically, that's a good thing because the post office is right there. But everyone knows that city air is terrible. It's crap. No matter what city you live in, it's not good air quality, period. So that means you've got to alter the air inside of the building, right? So the first thing that I did is I was like, you know what? We have 2 diffusers at home. One that my wife and I use in the bedroom, but we have one in the living room that we don't really use that much. I was like, hey, I'm going to steal this. So I brought it into the office. It's actually running right now. I don't know if you can hear it. And now what I do when I get here in the morning is I turn that thing on, and it's awesome. The office has its own scent now, and I have a strategy with the way I work. So when I get here in the morning, I have a nice cup of coffee that kind of stimulates the day and like gets me going. And I'm like a coffee addict. So while I'm working, I pair coffee with work, and I'm also pairing a very pleasant natural scent with work as well. And that is like a subconscious subliminal way to basically say work is good. So go do work, be excited for work. And that's been really cool. So now we have a diffuser going. Another thing that I'll eventually get with more income is just an air purifier in here as well, because why not? Breathe better air. I have one at home. I have like a Dyson at home, and it's really great, and I use it during the summer when it's hot in there, and it's basically circulating air, and I'm just breathing really nice clean air at night. So I love that. So we will get one here in the office too, as soon as money permits. But that also kind of winds into, because it's like, so I'm pairing the habit of work with a good scent, right? And that kind of goes into my last point for reviewing January 2023, is that I have been really up on my health goals. I have not been skipping any days of going to the gym. At the end of 2022, I signed up for a gym membership that is right before I get to my office, about a couple minutes away. There's a gym here that's really nice. It works out really well. So I go from my house to the gym to the office. That's my morning schedule, and I've been doing that every day this month. I have not been skipping any days of workouts. The only day I don't go to the gym is on Sundays, because that's my rest day, and that's recommended for anyone that's going to the gym. Make sure you have a day of rest for your body to recover and your muscles to rejuvenate. But that has been a really, really big part of growth for me as a business person, and just it's been helping me mentally and physically. My energy levels have like spiked up a lot. Along with going to the gym and having that as a keystone habit of the day, a lot of other really great things have been sprung from that. So the first one is obviously fluid intake, so water. I have been chronically dehydrated for a long time, and I visited my doctor like last month for health related issues that I was sorting out. And he was like, okay, so the first thing you got to do is you got to increase your fluid intake. So he told me that I need to drink like 3 of these a day, and I'm not at that stage yet, but I'm at a stage where I'm also almost drinking 2 of these a day, and I'm way, way more hydrated than I was before. Back then, I would probably drink maybe half a bottle of water, this much water a day, and I would drink like 3 coffees a day. So I'm like dehydrated, I don't have energy, I don't feel good. When you don't feel good, when you don't have energy, how the heck are you supposed to run a business and be successful starting a brand or running a brand or growing a brand, right? That's always something I press on this channel, and I'm going to continue to press that, because once at least one of you guys really gets that down, you're going to thank me, and you're going to be like, wow, that was actually good advice. That's actually true. And, a lot of kind of business gurus and people like that, they say that, like, oh, you need to go to the gym. But it's honestly a really true piece of advice, and I wish that I would have made that an established habit earlier in my life. I'm 27 right now, but I have been to the gym and I have tried to go to the gym in the past, but I would be sporadic about it. I'd basically be a baby, and I wasn't disciplined enough to go every day and not skip. That's the thing with the established habit. And that's how I know that this habit is sticking, because I have not had that desire to skip or even the feelings to skip, even if I'm tired. Obviously, the first week of trying the habit out, I was like, oh, I feel tired. I want to skip. Oh, maybe I should skip today. But then I was like, no, if I skip now, then I'll keep doing that, right? And the thing that's also really clever about the gym, they have a business strategy where they basically, you get locked into a contract sort of, and you basically say that I'm going to pay for X amount of months. I think they have 6, 12, and 18 months. And the 18-month cycle is the cheapest per month. So I was like, oh, I'm going to do that. Basically, on a business end, that's really smart because they kind of lock you in, they're getting your income. But then from just a common sense thing, if you are locked in and you're paying for that, it incentivizes you to go to the gym, right? And that is like really, really smart. So, and if you want to back out, you can obviously, but there's like a penalty, and I think it's like $250 or something like that. And I'm like, oh, well, obviously I'm not going to back out. That's just a waste of money, and I'm not accomplishing my goals. I'm not going to the gym and taking care of my health. And that has been a real big game changer. And like I mentioned a couple minutes ago, it's a keystone habit. So with that habit, it's like a cornerstone of my day. I basically have better hygiene because I'm like taking a shower in the morning, I'm getting dressed for the day. And that's also a subconscious thing, like with the diffuser. If you dress up and you get ready for the morning, like you don't just roll out of bed and you're just wearing your pajamas or whatever and you get to work. That's not a good way to work. You want to wear proper clothes to work. So for me, I just like to wear black jeans, a hoodie, and some nice tennis shoes. So that's me putting on my uniform for the day to succeed, and I feel good wearing this. I don't feel as good or as proper or as professional if I just rolled out of bed and I'm just wearing sweatpants or pajamas. My hair's not done, all that kind of stuff. So, but going to the gym, it establishes that habit, right? I take care of my personal hygiene. I put on proper clothes for the day and get ready. I'm, exercising, which increases my energy levels. I've also been taking supplements paired with that because, like I said, the keystone habit. So I've been taking my vitamins and minerals every day, and also drinking lots of fluids. I even got this is really cool. I got this new water bottle the other day, and it's kind of funny. I mentioned this in a video before. It's called lateral thinking. That's when you apply concepts or products or ideas from one area that's not related to your business to another. And this water bottle is kind of like has something to do with that. It's actually a water bottle for mothers, like a maternity bottle. Like this is actually the company. You can look it up. It's called Bink. And this is cool. I got it because it's a glass water bottle. I don't want to drink out of plastic or metal. I just don't like the taste of it. And even just think about it, like drinking out of plastic, that seems kind of weird. Glass, nothing's going to leach into there. It's just glass with silicone wrapped around it. So I just don't want plastic and metal. This is the coolest bottle I could find, but like I said, it's for mothers, and it has little numbers on here. It tells you like how much fluids to drink by a certain time. Because I think when you're a mother, you have to, or when you're breastfeeding, you have to drink an excess amount of water than if you weren't. So that was interesting. But anyways, yeah, the gym has been like a huge deal for me this month, and I'm going to continue to go because I feel way better. When I get here in the office, I have way more energy. I'm excited to work. I had bouts of that. I've had like that kind of experience sporadically in the past, but as of now, entering into February, and it's already February 2nd, and I've already still been going to the gym, obviously, yesterday and today. It's been great to carry on that habit and do that. And in the past, I tried to, and I would have, times where I was like really energized and I would get into the business and all that kind of stuff, but I fell off a lot of times. And last year was like a point in my life. I was like, okay, I need to get back on the tracks, the rails in life, regarding like health and mental well-being, because that really dragged me down last year. Even though my brand grew and all that kind of stuff and made more sales, I wasn't really all there mentally and physically. And now that I'm making health a priority, that's been exciting, and I've been really interested in that kind of stuff and that topic as well. And it's been a really positive influence on myself, obviously, but also working on my business and brand. So that is January 2023 in review. I hope you guys got value out of this video. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Thanks.